Hey friends, welcome back to a new video. I wanted to introduce a kind of shorter format video here on my channel, so I'll be able to make more videos. And in this format, I just wanted to do some type of Q&A, giving you guys advice. So if you have any questions or advice that you think I could help you with, be sure to write me in the comments down below. So today we're here in my bathroom because the bathroom is an intimate space and I wanted to share an intimate moment with you guys, answering your questions and hopefully being able to help you with you guys' dilemmas. So today I've chosen the topic of minimalism, specifically minimalism for other people. So the first question I got was how to introduce the people you live with to minimalism. Now this is something I haven't really talked about on my channel. So first of all, I know it's really hard, especially when you're living with other people and you are pursuing minimalism but they are not, and you might even feel like they're holding you back with their lifestyle or their clutter. But I truly believe in leading by example. So I think you should just continue on doing your thing, pursuing minimalism, and show others and the people you're living with the benefits of minimalism, your journey and your benefits of minimalism through your actions and your lifestyle. I'm not a big fan of trying to change people. I don't think it's our job to change other people. And by thinking that we can change other people, we also automatically think that we have the right to change other people and we are right and our opinions are right and they're wrong, which might not be the case. We might be wrong. If you do feel like the other person might be expressing some interest in minimalism, so most often they will start asking questions specifically to you or just to minimalism in general, then I feel like that is the opportunity that you can kind of grasp and go deeper with them towards minimalism. Answer their questions, maybe talk about your journey towards minimalism, why you are pursuing minimalism, why it is valuable to you. And if they're open to it, you can maybe even watch a minimalist movie together. So for example, the Minimalist documentary is a great starting point. Or if they're showing even more interest, maybe you can do a challenge together. So it's something that you're doing together. It can also be like a bonding activity. So there are things like the 30-day challenge, which is where basically every single day for 30 days you declutter one item. Or I guess the more advanced version of that would be that for 30 days or on the first day of the 30 days, you declutter one item, on the second day, 2 items, on the third day, 3 items, and all the way to day 30, where you are supposed to declutter 30 items. Now, one item could also just be a paper clip, I guess, to make things easier, because 30 days is pretty long. And yeah, so I guess the person that gets furthest wins in a sense, even though it's not really about winning, it's just about decluttering together and going through that journey together. So Johannes and I actually have done this before, this challenge. I don't think we got very far, probably to like day 10 or so, because it was getting really difficult to find things we were able to declutter since we already were in a pretty minimalistic household, but it was fun. It's a fun activity. Also try to see things from their perspective, from their view, approach them with compassion. So try not to talk down to them in a way where it would be like, I'm better because I'm a minimalist, because that's not the case. I don't think you would do that anyways, but just as a quick reminder to approach people with compassion. If they start asking questions, answer them also with compassion. Yeah, just be compassionate and loving, which is also just common sense for every single day. Also just be patient and respect their choices, respect their space, and remember to never declutter things for other people. That is a huge violation of space and privacy. It might not seem like much is changing, but oftentimes I feel like you start planting a little seed in that person's mind, and you just need time to see that seed bloom and come into fruition. It might even take a few years for that seed to start to bloom, but some people just need a little more time and their mindset has to be ready for it. And that's kind of what happened with me. So Johannes was the first person to kind of start to go into minimalism, and he's read a lot of books about it and watched movies and documentaries, and slowly I was more and more interested also in minimalism, and I started asking him questions. And yeah, he would share the information with me, and it did kind of plant a little seed in my mind. And I think 1 or 2 years later, I got so much more interested in minimalism just for me personally, and that's where that seed really bloomed. Then we have another question that I kind of put in the same category, so I'm going to answer that today as well. And that is that someone asked advice on dealing with the stress of trying to let go of things when you don't have the support, or when those around you are actively discouraging your decluttering. Now, first of all, I'm really sorry that you're in that position. It really sucks when you don't have the support of your loved ones, regardless of what it is. I personally know it's a very difficult position to be in. Firstly, I think something that really helps is try to put yourself in their shoes, try to approach them with compassion, and sometimes that just helps us understand their views or why they do certain things. So, for example, a lot of times I found with older generations, when it comes to minimalism, it's a little hard for them because oftentimes they grew up with very little and they had to work very, very hard to earn money to be able to buy all the things that they have today. And then seeing you just discarding and decluttering all those items where they know how much hard work and money goes into it really hurts them, or is hard for them to see or accept, just because they grew up so differently. And we all have different backgrounds, and because of that we see things very differently, we perceive things differently. So just try to keep that in mind and approach them with compassion because of that. But of course it really sucks that they're not supporting you and maybe even crossing a boundary by discouraging your goals and your views. So again, the same as before, I don't think it's your job to change their opinion. Maybe it's not possible to change their mind or change their opinion, but also you don't need their permission or their approval to pursue what you want to pursue your goals, to pursue minimalism. You don't need their okay. You are valid and good enough to pursue what you want to pursue. You are an individual, you have your rights, you have your goals. So as hard as it is, know that you can pursue your goals even if no one supports you. As long as you support you, that's all that you need. And if you think they'd be open to it, maybe you could talk to them about why minimalism is something that is so important to you, why you want to pursue it, what are some benefits that you have gotten from minimalism. Of course, they might not be open or willing to hear what you have to say, and that is also out of our control. Also, try to set boundaries. Tell them that you would like them to respect your decisions, to respect your space, and hopefully they will take that to heart. But if not, then always know that it is possible to remove yourself from the situation, especially if it's a situation that is giving you emotional distress, which you said it is. You can always remove yourself physically from the conversation or from the space if it's too much for you emotionally and you are noticing that you are beginning to be really stressed. Then you can always walk away. You can say that, hey, this is not something I'm comfortable with. I feel like you're crossing a boundary that I've set, and yeah, you can retreat back into your space. So I really hope these answers helped you gain a little bit of clarity. Thank you so much for submitting the questions. I wish you guys all the best in all the problems that we have. We all have issues and problems, and we can kind of find comfort in that there is not a single person out there without worries and problems and things that they might need advice on. So we're here to help each other the best as we can. If you have any follow-up questions, any questions in general that you'd like to hear my view on, be sure to leave it in the comments down below. Thank you so much for joining me in my bathroom. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know and give it a thumbs up. That way I know that I'll continue this little series of mine. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.